Hey, book lovers, it's Stephanie, and of course, over there in the corner, Frankie. And February is coming to an end, and I have been celebrating Black History Month all month. In fact, I believe in reading books by BIPOC authors all year, and I want to go through some of my favorites. So grab a cup of tea, get cozy, and let's dive in. I'm going to start off with fantasy vibes, and there are quite a few that I love, so I'm just going to talk about a couple. The first is Lore of the Wilds. If you love lush world building, fierce heroine, and of course, dangerous fae bargains, we all love a good fae bargain, then this book is an absolute must read. Think magic, mystery, and a dash of romance. And I'm sure you've all heard of the Legendborn series by Tracy Deonn. It is absolutely phenomenal. It is a modern day King Arthur retelling where Bree Matthews has found a secret society that's got all the magic, all while she's dealing with grief, racism, and her own hidden power. Bloodmarked, the sequel, makes things even more intense, and the last book is out. The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna is absolutely amazing. Definitely read like a movie, and those are some of my favorite types of books. It is a West African-inspired fantasy where girls with gold blood are seen as demons. And we follow Dika as her journey from an outcast to a warrior, and it is so empowering. And the last of my fantasy series is The Bells by Danielle Clayton. Here we have a world where beauty is what controls everything, and of course, it's not as glamorous as it seems. If you like books with magic, dark political intrigue, and secrets, this is the book for you. Now, one of my favorite categories of books is cozy fantasy, because not everything has to be high stakes, and I love a little romance, a little intrigue, and a lot of laughs, and that's some of the things that we have coming up. So first off, we have Kimberly Lemming's Mead's Mishap series. If you love romantic cozy fantasy with sassy heroines and cinnamon roll heroes, who doesn't love a good cinnamon roll hero, and hilarious shenanigans, you need these books in your life. Think dragon riding, steamy romance, and laugh out loud moments. In a different vein that is still kind of cozy, you have The Deep by Rivers Solomon. This is a lyrical, haunting mermaid tale inspired by African history. If you want a short, powerful fantasy read, this book is absolutely stunning. Next, we have some powerful contemporary reads that I think everyone should absolutely get their hands on. The first is Piecing Me Together by Renee Watson. I listened to this on a road trip to Colorado. The audiobook is absolutely amazing. It is a very powerful story about race, privilege, and identity, following a girl trying to navigate her world while striving for success. It is beautifully written and deeply moving. Next, Angie Thomas books. The Hate U Give, On the Come Up, and Concrete Roses are all must-reads. These books tackle activism, identity, and finding your voice in a world that is trying to silence you. There are so many other books that fit into this category, but these are just a couple of the ones that really, really stayed with me long after I read them. I couldn't create a list of books that didn't include my favorite romance reads to absolutely swoon over. So here we got to talk about some absolutely wonderful rom-coms by Black authors that will absolutely make your heart melt and you kick your feet with joy as you read them. The first is The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. This is a hilarious enemies to lovers rom-com where a wedding planner has to work with a guy who ruined her own wedding. The banter is absolutely next level. Next, I absolutely adored Farrah Rochon's The Boyfriend Project series. If you like successful Black women, swoon-worthy men, and just the right amount of drama, you have to read these. And of course, you can't go wrong with anything by Alyssa Cole. She writes everything from historical romance to thrillers. Want a Lost Princess romance? A Princess in Theory. Need a twisty thriller when no one is watching. And one of my absolute auto-buy authors is Jasmine Guillory. Her Wedding Date series is full of fun, flirty, feel-good romance, perfect for when you need a comfort read. Now, I know I mentioned some thrillers. Highly recommend Her Name is Night by Yasmin Ango, and that's actually set to become a Netflix movie in the future. So that's my wrap up on my Black History Month book recommendations. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these. What are your favorites? What are going on your TBR? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a bookish video. See you next time, and happy reading.